Hey guys, it's Jessie V. So today I'm going to tell you guys about my weirdest online harassment story. And a kid or teenager did not harass me. This was a full-grown adult who harassed and stalked me online. Talk about maturity. Like, can it get any weirder than that? By the way, this is a long-distance collab with my very good YouTube friend, Olivia Cara. She is also doing a video about her creepy online stalker, so I will put that link to her video below so you guys can check that out after. You won't want to miss it. I absolutely love Olivia's stories. They're so crazy, they're so interesting, she's gorgeous, she's so nice. Storytime YouTubers unite. I love story times. So yeah, Olivia's stalker video is below along with her channel, so there it is for you guys to go check out. Let's start the story. So this happened to me during my first year of college, so I was about 18 years old. Oh, and I even have screenshots of the messages that he sent me. So be prepared for the madness, okay? I have proof. During my first year of college, many of you know that I worked at Michael's craft store. I was like a part-time cashier and it was super boring. But unfortunately, the store I worked at only gave me like 2 shifts per week, and that just wasn't enough for me to pay for school, because school's expensive, okay? College and university is expensive, so I need the money. So I decided to go online and advertise that I babysit. I've had my CPR training, I've had my first aid training, I'm certified. So I went on a website called Kijiji. It's where you advertise pretty much anything you want to. So that's what I did. I advertised that I offer babysitting services. So I would go to school during the day, and then in the afternoon I would go and babysit people's kids. And I did that sometimes on the weekends as well. So at first things were going great. Like a week after I posted the ad, I was already getting contacted by parents. There was this one family that I went to like all the time after school. I took care of this 9-year-old girl. She was so cute. She loved arts and crafts, so like every single day I'd bring her like canvases, paints, coloring books, like I'd bring her all kinds of stuff, and for a good 2 hours we would literally sit there and just do art, and it was great. Honestly, babysitting her didn't even feel like a job. Her parents would hand me the money afterwards and I'd forget what it was for. They'd be like, here's your $20, and I'd be like, what? Why? Why are you giving me that? But then I remembered how broke I was and how I had to pay for school, so then I'd be like, oh right, I need that money, don't I? I do require your money. And oh my gosh, this little girl would always beg me not to go home. Like, she wanted me to stay with her forever. Gosh, I miss that girl. I literally started thinking maybe I should just quit working as a cashier and just do babysitting full time, because this was awesome. But boy was I wrong about that, because that Kijiji ad that I put online introduced me to my creepy online stalker. He found me from that ad. So while I was in my own world thinking that babysitting was just smiles and rainbows, something else was going on. Something very sneaky was going on behind my back. I was in class one day and I got a notification on my phone that someone had answered my online ad. So I opened my email and I started reading it, and I was completely weirded out by what I saw. Let's read it together, shall we? By the way, this took me like forever to find because I had to go back in time like 4,000 emails, because this did happen like 3 years ago. Actually, almost 4 years ago. How old am I? And of course, I'm not going to expose his email address because I don't want the V team to go attack him, you know what I mean? I mean, you guys are awesome, but it's not time for war. Alright, this is what he said. Hi there, I saw your ad on Kijiji saying that you offer babysitting services. I have a 12-year-old boy that I need someone to watch over 2 days a week after school. I'd like this to be a free service, but I have a company that can offer you free products if you babysit my kid. Please get back to me right away. What? First of all, I am a very busy student that needs the money to pay for school, and you want me to babysit your kid for free during the week? I don't think so. And secondly, he didn't even mention his company's name. He didn't even tell me what the products were. It was so general. There was literally no detail, and I was a bit sketched out, okay? So I'm in the middle of class, right? So I can't answer him for like another hour or so, because it would be rude for me to just start like typing an email in the middle of class. So when my professor was done talking, I was just gonna plan on kind of emailing him back and politely declining, but that didn't get to happen. Do you know why? Because things got weirder. About 15 minutes later, I got an email from the same man. So you know, I'm still listening to my professor talk, and I pull my phone out of my pocket and I read the next email, and this is what it said, guys. Hello, I sent you an email 15 minutes ago and I haven't heard back from you. I'm looking for a babysitter for free, please. I'll give you free stuff. Like, holy desperate, what is going on here? Not everyone could just answer an email in the span of 15 minutes. Like, you just sent me one. Give me a second to get out of class and then reply to you. But no, this guy sent one 15 minutes later. And the way he says it,
I want a babysitter for free. I will give you free stuff.
He wants to give me free stuff. That is so specific. So because he's starting to sound completely wacko, I decided to just ignore his email altogether. Well, guess what I got 10 minutes later? I got another notification from this guy. He sent me a third email 10 minutes later. This is what he sent. Are you going to answer or not? So at this point, I blocked his email. I was just so irritated. All I was trying to do was listen to my professor speak, and this guy was literally sending me a million emails. He sent 3 emails in a span of half an hour. So I was like, nope, blocked. Like, if he acts like that through email, how does he expect me to feel comfortable in his actual house? I'm not going to a crazy person's house, I'm sorry. So things get crazier from here, guys, if you can imagine that. After school, I was on my way to babysit that little girl that I was talking to you about, and because my bus ride is like 2 hours, I usually take a book with me on the bus to read because it just helps kind of pass the time. So my phone was tucked away in my bag for 2 hours, and I was just enjoying myself reading. Well, the time I got to the little girl's house, I pulled out my phone and I had like 20 million notifications, all from this darn guy. This man had found me on all of my social media, and he had messaged me on every single one. All of it. He had messaged me on every single one. Like, what? Do you need to be admitted into an insane asylum? Shall I call Shutter Island for you? You can room with Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't care. I seriously regretted putting my real name on Kijiji. Don't do that, guys, okay? Do not make the mistake that I did, because he used my real name to find me on everything. So let me show you some of these screenshots, starting with Twitter. Hi, Jess. I sent you a few emails about 20 minutes ago, and I haven't heard back from you. Do you think you'll be free next week to babysit? Hello? Obviously, you don't care about reading emails. I said hello. So there's that, and I blocked him on there. And then he messaged me on Facebook. Hi, I sent you an email earlier. Are you free next week at any time? I'd like you to come to my house to babysit my kid. Hello? I don't really get why you're being so unprofessional. And he spelled that wrong. My kids need a babysitter. Hello? Do you notice how he's went from saying he has 1 kid to 2 kids? Like, he's made kids into plural. Like, do you have 1 or 2? Like, at this point, I was getting all of these creepy thoughts going to my head. Like, I was just thinking, maybe this man is literally trying to get female babysitters to his house. Like, I don't know. It was just creeping me out. It just doesn't seem like the way a father would communicate with somebody. Like, my dad would never talk to anybody like this. Whenever my parents contacted babysitters, they were very respectful, very nice. If the babysitter did not get back to them, they didn't do anything. Like, obviously the babysitter didn't care. Why would you want that babysitter with your kids anyway? Like, my dad does not go stalk them on social media, and he's calling me unprofessional. Okay, buddy. And after he sent me those messages, I actually clicked on his profile to see what he was about. And look what he put for his status. When you hire a babysitter and they fall off the face of the earth, ... And then you got 4 people to like that. And then there's this one girl who wrote, LOL, I hate when you can't rely on someone. And then she comments, when did you hire her? And then he answers, well, technically I haven't yet, but she's not answering my emails. I love how he had to say, well, technically I didn't hire her. Like, you totally just lied in your status, bud. He hired me. Oh, and guys, there were no pictures of kids on his profile. And I know that some people can put their posts as private because obviously I didn't have him as a friend on Facebook, so maybe his kids were just like on private pictures, but I didn't see anything there. And all of his profile pictures were just like pictures from the internet, like games or movies. And it said in his description that he worked in a cable company. So like, what products was he gonna send me for free from his work? Cables? Wires? Like, I need that? I don't know, this was just so sketchy. And the last place he messaged me was on Tumblr, a blogging website. And what's weird is that I don't use my real name on my Tumblr, so he must have went through like my Twitter statuses because I have tweeted some of my Tumblr posts before, so he would have had to go way back into my history to find my actual like Tumblr link, which is also really creepy. But anyways, here is what he sent there. Hi there, I still haven't heard from you. Just wondering about what days you are available next week. Please answer ASAP. Hello, why can't I get in contact with you? Hello, you are on Tumblr all the time. I know you're getting these. Like, what's the point of even sending these to me anonymously? Like, I know it's you. You've been saying the same thing on every single social media platform. Like, you might as well just not put yourself on anonymous. I know who it is. So you guys can see like how annoyed I was, right? Like, he sent everything in total in probably less than an hour. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why is a grown man harassing and stalking me like that? So I tell my parents and they freak out. So my dad dad messages him on Facebook and says he's my father, and he tells the guy that if he keeps contacting me, like if he talks to me one more time anywhere, the police will be called. He was like,
Stay the hell away from my daughter.
so that's why I have all of these screenshots, because I had to keep everything in a folder just in case we had to call the police. So I've just had these for the last like 4 years, and I'm gonna delete them now, but I just thought I'd make a V-time out of it because why not? I have the screenshots. I might as well tell you. It's a weird story. And yeah, I never heard from him again, so I never had to call the police, but I mean, buddy, you're creepy. But yeah, that's my story, and guys, do not forget to check out Olivia's video that is linked below, as I told you, and so is her channel. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and found it creepily interesting. Creepily. As usual, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And yeah, have an awesome day, guys. Until next time, bye!